Hey all, welcome to the live stream. I'm going to try to start doing these on a more regular basis, like maybe every day or every other day. I've been doing cooking live streams on this channel as well as art ones, and you guys seem to like both the cooking and the art ones, so we're going to be doing a little bit of both of these. So today I was painting the other day Stitch, but I think I'm going to paint Lilo today. I haven't painted Lilo in a while, and I'm just using my Mandalorian cup here to try to give some balance to the canvas here. I need to get like a canvas art easel, but welcome on in, everyone. I'm kind of just gonna focus on the canvas and not so much on me. That way you can actually see what I am doing. So I just sketched out like preliminary what Lilo looks like, and I'm just gonna start to work in some paint. May need to get a smaller brush as well. I haven't painted Lilo in a while. I'm always painting Stitch. I hope our internet works better today. I actually used a different phone today for the internet, and I'm hoping like it has better signal, so we'll see if that works better. And right now it does actually seem like it's working better, which is interesting. Okay. I find painting relaxing, and when I was always trying to figure out what to do for these live streams, I figured we'd be painting or cooking, and I do painting and art a lot anyhow, so it doesn't really matter if I'm live streaming it or not. So I might as well, because I'd probably be doing the same thing. Like if I wasn't live streaming this, I'd probably be doing the same thing anyhow, so I might as well live stream it. Okay. I think this might need a few coats of black, because I'm seeing in the viewfinder that it's not super pigmented. And I want the hair to be more pigmented. It may have to be because it's acrylics, I'm guessing. It's just not very pigmented. Maybe if it was oils, it would be. And I may have to switch to a thinner brush because the hair's got a lot of detail. But I think I'm going to try to do more art on this channel, especially if it's like a nightly thing, because like if I'm filming like a vlog or a fashion video, that's during the day. So let me see what's happening with my internet. Okay, it seems like it's better now. It said it was unstable for a second. Hopefully it's okay. Can I bring this closer? Okay. Yeah, so I figured I would paint Lilo today since I'm always painting Stitch. It would be good to paint her for once. Let's see. Hopefully it's not getting too weird. It hasn't like stopped completely yet. Okie dokie. My internet's messed up. I think the internet is a little better now. If I don't know. We will have to wait and see. I don't know exactly how to improve with this. Should not have just dipped my hand in the paint, but I did. Oh well. Let me just rinse this off. This is why you wear old clothes when you are painting, because there is a very good chance you're going to get paint on yourself. How are we doing with internet? A little bit better? Okay. So we are just working on the hair right now of Lilo. I don't know if I should use animator pens right now. I guess I can. I don't even know if these are dry, honestly. Who is calling me? Gotta love telemarketers, right? I need to try to turn it to myself for a second. So I do a lot of fashion on this channel, like fashion lookbooks and that type of stuff. Like a lot of you have seen my fashion videos, and I love doing like fashion content. But I also do a lot of art and, just like randomness on this channel. And if I'm going to do one of those fashion videos, it's going to be in the daytime when I actually film one of those. And then I just really like doing art, at night or whatever, just like to kind of like unwind from the day. So hope you guys don't mind seeing art as well on this channel. You know, I know a lot of times they're like, oh, make your channel like completely specific, but like I said in previous streams, I would lose my mind if I did just one thing, you know what I mean? So I do art, and then I've also been like experimenting with like cooking streams because I'm like learning how to cook. But really, I just make my channel about whatever. It's just, you know, having fun. That's how it's gotta be, right, guys? Like the YouTube stuff, like you cannot put so much pressure on yourself. You have to like just do what makes you happy and like, you know, do content that you're gonna like to do because, you know, it can take a while to grow. So like that was once someone's advice. Like you better do something that like you actually enjoy doing because it's supposed to be for you at the end of the day. So we are painting Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. I've also been painting Stitch, and I paint Stitch quite often, but I figure we should paint Lilo for once because I don't feel like we ever paint Lilo. So we're going to give Lilo some love right now by painting Lilo. And I'm trying to get her hair nice and like a nice like thick pigment, but I'm going to have to go over it a few times till I can get the paint to stick. I don't know if this is all paint is like this, but this is acrylic paint and I'm painting on canvas and I don't feel like it's sticking. So I'm just trying to like work the paint in and go over it a few times in these spots that I felt like, you know, it hadn't picked up the paint before. So her hair is starting to look good, I think. That was probably too much paint in that spot. We could always do touch-ups at a later time, like go back and like do little parts of her hair. I was also seeing a highlight, but I don't know if I should do that right now. I guess I can because like I don't know what it's gonna look like if it's dry. So I need to get some sort of white. And I need to actually work in some white, I think, in order to do some highlighting. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some white on my brush. Okay. So I saw that she has like, it's kind of like a highlight that kind of like goes like that. They're kind of like vague. They're just like these little spots that you have to kind of add it in yourself without making her look too much like Halloween-y. Like I don't want it to look like Halloween hair, if that makes sense. I think what I can do is I can add it in and then go back over it with black actually in order to not make the highlight so severe, if that makes sense. So now I can actually go back over it. I'm going to actually go back over it with black and try to tone down the highlighting. In other words, I don't want it to look like Frankenstein hair, if that makes sense, like Halloween-y. So I need to tone down the streaking so it's not so obvious. Otherwise, it's going to look a little too much. So I'm just kind of like blending that in to the hair. I'm doing that by just going back over it with black, and the original color was kind of like I think it was called like parchment, but that's kind of getting blended out. Kind of just giving the hair some texture. I think you could kind of see it when I bend it like that. It's much more visible in person, but it gives like the hair some detail. Oops, stay. Okay. So I'm wondering if this is just going to be like a Lilo painting or if we're going to have Stitch here too. If we had Stitch, Stitch's head could even be here with his ears. So I'm wondering if we could paint. I'm wondering if we could paint from here upward a color, like from this line upward. I think right now I should probably just work on the hair a little bit more, especially while it's wet, just to try to like blend out some of these spots. Yeah, I don't think I could do fashion only on this channel. I think I would legit lose my mind, honestly. Like, to do like a different fashion lookbook or something like that on a daily basis, I would legit lose my mind. So I need to do other things on this channel too, like art. I'm wondering if I could add that color though. If I add it this way up, then it's not getting rid of like if I add Stitch in. Because if I add Stitch in, the head is going to be like kind of there, ears like that. So, or it's just going to be Lilo. It might just end up being Lilo. I don't know. Kind of thinking it's just going to be Lilo. I'm thinking like a pink color. It might even be interesting to like put like a quote on it, like once it's done, to have like a nice like pink background and like a pretty quote, like a saying or something. I'm looking for a color. I don't know if I have enough of this color. That makes me sad. Maybe it has to be blue. I think it has to be like a blue color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to mix in like a blue color. Yeah, I'm thinking I might do like one of those like motivational paintings. You know what I mean? Like where the base is one color and then you like make like a pretty quote here along the right side, like where it says something, maybe even like a line, a famous line from the movie might be nice, something like that. Like Ohana means family or something like from the movie. It doesn't have to be from the movie, but like a nice saying, like one of those like inspirational like art paintings you get. So like that could like go here once I figure out what that is going to be. But let me just mix this a tiny second with my handy dandy spatula. Just gonna mix like a blue color with some white. I think that's mixed decently. Okay. Yeah, and I'm like obsessed with Disney too, so like I think we all know that right now that I am super obsessed with Disney. Like everything I paint is Disney. Not only is everything that I paint Disney, but let's be honest, like I only paint stitch, stitch. And then we also made Grogu, if any of you remember that, like when I painted Grogu. Hello, how are you? Welcome, everyone. Nice to see you guys again. Yeah, I didn't have a super amount of time lately to be streaming. I was just like super busy finishing up school, and it was just like taking up legit all of my time. Hello. Can I see the beach painting? The beach painting. The beach painting? What beach painting? What do you mean the beach painting? Like one of the ones we did last time? Oh, you're talking about the bag. I think you're talking about the bag, right? The one that was like a sand scene? Yeah, 1 second. Let me get it. That's what you're talking about? Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to get it. I think you're talking about this, right? Yeah, so this, let me try to back up the camera a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of at a weird angle. Thank you. Yeah, so we did this on stream, guys, over like, I would say it took like what? I feel like it took a good, I don't know, like 5 streams, maybe 5 or 6 streams to do this. So this was the front with Stitch, and then the kind of the center of the bag is like these palm trees with this kind of, because the bag came with this. It came like with this seam that's here. And then the back side of it was kind of like this beach scene. I think some of us didn't like how busy it got. Like it just was like a little bit too much, maybe. But we added in some birds. Remember the bird? And another little bird. And we ended up not touching the strap, if you remember, because I think we said that it was going to get too like clunky from paint. You know what I mean? It was better to keep it in its original form. But I really like how it came out. Came out pretty good, I think. I'm glad to have something like original, you know? Was that? I think so. I don't know. I think the beach thing I came up with, I'm not sure who came up with the. Someone I remember asked about little birds, to put in little birds. And then I think a few of us said it got kind of like the back part of the painting got too busy looking. Like there was just like kind of like too much going on, but at least it didn't get like busier than that. You know what I mean? Yeah, the back part of the bag. Yeah, it got a little. The only other thing I could have done with the back part of the bag was left it blank. Oh, you came up with the birds. Yeah, I remember it was one of you guys. I like the birds. I was just wondering like if I made the pattern on it like too much, you know what I mean? Because like the front side of it is really busy as it is. All I could have done was like made either not touch the back or made it maybe one color. I'm not sure. But one day when I go back to Disney, I think it will be fun to wear it. Because you know they sell bags like that, but they're not like in a, it's not like a satchel form. I don't know. This is going to be Lilo. From Lilo and Stitch. I'm going to try to do these art streams more often, guys. Again, I just got so crazy busy with the school semester. Like every minute that I had available was spent. I don't know. I have no idea. I was wondering like maybe like a quote, like a saying, like you know what I mean? Like a saying from the movie that goes here, like that I could write out. So that's an option. Or I could always paint over the blue with and I'm not painting the blue beyond here. So in case we want to draw like another character here, like Stitch, like that, it won't cover the blue. And I can mix this color again. It's just blue and white. But I like the art streams. It was fun. Yeah, like a saying, like, I don't know, you have the famous ones from the movie, like Ohana means family. I'm sure there's some others. Yeah, that would be hard to draw though. But like we would draw the head like here and the ears like that. You could, especially if the arm was kind of like there, I think. I think it could be done though. I think there's room. And I could probably still do the quote. Like, because if I did the quote here and then another drawing here, I think there would actually be enough room for all of that, actually. I think I'm just so anxious to be painting. That's honestly why I'm making it blue. Is that I haven't painted in a while and I just want to like be painting and like streaming again. But yeah, I'm so happy to be done with all the craziness and like able to actually, you know, have fun with the channel again and, you know, interact with people and all that. That's what made it fun. You know what I mean? Not just doing vlogs, which are not interactive, you know? Stitch looking up at her while holding her hand. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. And I'll actually probably have to like practice sketching that out on paper. Like I think I need to actually try to sketch that out maybe on paper first to see how that would look. Because that's like an angle like I haven't drawn Stitch before, and like his eyes would be like looking upward. Like that means his head is probably like at a different like weird angle. But I'm happy to be streaming again. Can you make her eyes look down, or is that paint? No, I could do that. Like this is marker. So in order to make her look down, I think that's just done with the highlight. So that's like the little circle that gets put. So I think I could do that. That gets covered anyhow. Like that covers pretty easily, I think, with paint. So otherwise she's staring forward and Stitch is looking up. Yeah, the pupil thing. I think so, right? Like, I think the pupils, like if you did it down there, yeah, and then you filled it in backwards, I think then I could reverse it. Let me just get this at a different angle real quick. So that way I can get this area here. It's the thing about streaming this. Sometimes I have to like kind of. But I'm excited to be streaming again, even if like I just like start off slow, you know, doing like an hour. It doesn't have to be like super long because I think that some of us were just getting tired also. Like if I do too much. It was a girl, but I don't remember. I thought it was someone with a. Was it Miri? I think it It might have been Miri. I think so. I'm pretty sure it might have been Miri, if you remember her on the streams. Roblox. That was one of them. But I thought it was. It might have been Miri. I'm not sure. That was always talking about like the background color of things, what color to make the background area. I need to watch more Disney. Like I have Disney Plus. I don't know if you guys have that where you are. I have Disney Plus and like I never watch it. I don't know. Every time I go on Disney Plus, I don't feel like I find things that I'm actually like interested in watching. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who it was. It was someone I remember who was talking about the background color a lot. Like they always gave good advice about the color of like things that would make other colors like stand out. No, it wasn't Miri. Like I'm remembering, it wasn't Miri. It was. It might have been someone who had like a screen name that had art involved in their name. Something like ink or something. Maybe they will come back and then we will figure it out. Kind of just smoothing this out. Person was good at colors, mixtures, and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. They were good at. No, all of you guys have been so helpful, though. Like, that's what's good. It's like, I don't always see things you guys see. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have ideas. I remember specifically the person we're talking about was saying to, like, make the background red. Like, I remember that. I remember them saying, make the background red, the red will pop. Like, it'll, like, stand out amongst the other colors. So that I remember. Doing something. So I don't know. I'm like trying to pick up the computer to see if that helps at all. Happening because I'm streaming on the computer. I don't know. It'll hopefully unfreeze in a second.